Hey guys, and welcome back to another super fresh video. I'm Plant Eats, and this is the Plant Eats YouTube channel, and I'm so happy you decided to click on this little video today. I really appreciate that you're supporting my channel, so thank you very much. Today's video is a personal video. It is addressing something that has been evolving along with my channel. I think all channels at some point may start out a little sterile, but eventually go a little personal. If you're dispensing with information and you're asking for people to trust you, then obviously you need to seek greater honesty and openness with your viewers. And so that's really why I'm making the video today. I really don't like to do gratuitous personal stuff because I think that is kind of embarrassing, especially for an old guy like me. But I do feel like it is time to share this particular piece of information. I also think that we live in a time when truth is very important. I've said this before in previous videos. I feel like sometimes we live in the post-truth era, but I think it's really important, especially in this day and age where we're so interconnected and online so much, and interacting with people from different countries, different ages, races, nationalities, and it's important that we really find truth. And I think that starts with people being as honest as they can to the people they're interacting with. Be yourself. You have to be yourself. Now, I made a video not that long ago, and it was of a personal nature, and it was me sharing with you the fact that I'm married. And I purposefully left out any identifying characteristics of my partner, my spouse, and that created some discussion in the comment section on that video. And I kind of knew it would, and I have to admit to you, I did find it a little entertaining. I'm sure you can understand that. And the discussion sort of made me think that it's probably good just to put this one to bed and just be ultra honest. Also, too, the fact that it would maybe even expand the channel a little bit. The focus of the channel will never change, but it might expand the channel a little bit. I do want to say on record, I want you guys all to know, I mean, many of you already know because many of you are my personal friends and family members, and you already know. I've never tried to hide this information from anybody, but going online is a different situation. Don't forget, it wasn't that long ago when if you shared your personal truth, you could lose your job, you could lose family members, and in some cases that still happens today in some parts of the world, and in some communities and in some families. So let's not forget that. But my spouse is a he, and I have been married for a few years, and he and I have been really enjoying our marriage. I'm an older person. Many of you who follow me know that I'm in my 50s, and when I grew up, it never felt like it was an option. I never thought that people of same sex could get married. That was never something that I mean, to me it was, when I was being brought up, the way people referred to same-sex relationships was usually derogatory. It wasn't even neutral, let alone positive. Things have changed, fortunately. The world is evolving. The world, in my lifetime, I have seen things change astronomically, and I'm sure that a lot of you around my age would say the same thing. Astronomically? Does that make sense? I'm not sure if that word makes sense there, but anyway, it's about telling the truth. Who are you? And being absolutely unapologetic about who you are. And my experience has been that if you are consistent with your truth, and people really believe that this is who you are, whether it's vegan, whether it's you want to join a knitting club, whatever. People get behind you and they support you because they believe that's something that you love and that that's who you are. I don't want to compare knitting to, sexuality, but to me it's all really the same. It's about supporting people, especially people that are in your family, your friends, because don't forget, when we're not tolerant to a stranger, that means we're not tolerant to a family member. And what that means is it sends a signal to any family members that maybe they are gay, and if you're intolerant to gay people, then any young people growing up in your family who could potentially wonder about their sexuality, then they read that. That's a very strong signal. to keep their mouth shut, right, and never to say anything. So I mean, I'm probably talking like an old timer here. I don't know if this still is an issue. I think my experiences with young people, because I do interact with young people all the time, is it's not really an issue. I don't really see it as an issue, and I'm so happy to see that. When I was in school, ew, you didn't say anything. You tried to really counteract any indication if you were gay or different in any way. You always wanted to sort of stay in the mainstream. That was where it was safe. And I think in adolescence, it's still like that to some degree, but I think with respect to this, I think with sexuality, I think it's changing enormously, and I'm so happy to see that. I also want to say that I attended 2 Pride parades in the past couple of weeks. The first was in Montreal, and it was a ton of fun. If you've never been to the Montreal Pride parade, you have to check it out. It was awesome. And also the other was just this past weekend here in Moncton, New Brunswick, which is the city I am originally from, and I'm recording this video from right now. And I was so proud to see my cousin's son march in that event. And I will just say this, that transgender people are our neighbors, they are our children, they are our partners, and they are people who really deserve our support and love. So I'm going to leave it there, guys, today, but I just want to finish by simply saying this, repeating what I said earlier: be yourself, be unapologetic about it, be consistent, and then just watch how amazing the world comes around you and supports you. If you're a young person, take it from someone who's come before you. It's much easier to be yourself than it is to pretend to be someone who you are not. And if you do need support, then please seek it. It comes in many forms: through school, through family, through your church, through many, many different forms. And find that and get the support that you need and be yourself. All right, guys, please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. As always, thank you again for supporting my little YouTube channel. And if you haven't already started following me on Instagram and Twitter, the links are down below in the description box. What are you waiting for? Start following me today. If you're an older person like me and you don't have Instagram, get an Instagram account and start following me today. And if you haven't already started following me here on this platform, then click that little subscribe button and the little bell icon next to it for all notifications of my uploads to YouTube. And I look forward to seeing you all back here in a few days' time for another super fresh video.